Hey yo, what's going on? Yes, we are on the late night. And there's a lot of reasons for that because I had some technical difficulties, but I appreciate y'all that are going to chime in. I appreciate y'all that aren't even going to chime in. You're just going to wait for the replay, and that's totally cool too. This is Grind the 50, and I'm going to get this thing started. No theme music, I'm sorry. But I appreciate y'all on a consistent basis. This is day 5. Sincere. What's up? What's going on? Say what's up. Say hi. Say anything. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Be like, I'm not even trying to mess with you, dog. What's up? So right now, what I'm doing is putting some things together, and I'm looking forward to Miss Yolanda. What's going on? I gotta mute my background right there, really quick. But right now I gotta do a little housework and make sure that my wild tribe gets in here. Appreciate you always participating, engaging, doing this social media thing, whatever it is for you. I hope it's phenomenal for you, because if it's not phenomenal for you, I'm just like curious, what are we doing here? But I appreciate you. So, you can say what's up, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, or don't give me anything. That's cool too, because this is just a part of my grind that I have to do on a consistent basis for the next 45 days, because this is day 5. Day 5 of 50 days. This is Grind the 50. And if you don't know what that means, for 50 days straight, I have to go live with you guys, and I have to do a couple activities and put some things together. What's going on? Ashley, if you're chiming in, Ashley, good to see you. Good to see you. Right now, I'm paying a few bills, making sure my squad gets the alert that I'm going live right now. So hang in there with me. I'm not gonna go too long. I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm in my mom's garage right now. This is Garage Talk, but this is not an official Garage Talk, but it is a Garage Talk. You can find it on YouTube. Some old stuff, and I have been doing this for a while. So if you don't know what I'm doing, I understand you don't know what I'm doing. That's cool, but hang with me and you'll figure it out. Leaders. I'm looking for leaders. And I know this is not, a red carpet event. This is not something, futuristic or something exciting or something that's just like, I got to get you pumped up and all this other kind of stuff. I understand that. But my thing is not necessarily to, wow you like that. But if you click the link above in the description, you might be able to get wowed, because I'm actually going to share some stuff with you, hopefully to touch you if you want to actually be touched. Hopefully I'll be able to move you in some aspect, and I hope you give yourself a chance to be inspired. Touch, move, and inspire you. It's all up to you, 100%. And so I'm going to share this with my squad really quick, and then I'm going to come back into this conversation. But hold in right quick, because it's going to be a few minutes, and I'm just going to share a few things with you, what I got going on. I said it's confession time, so some people on titles alone will just jump on board to whatever you got going on when you say you're exploiting yourself. And that's something. I'm out here in the garage and it's kind of chilly, so I got my hoodie on and I got my beanie on and I'm just doing my thing. This is day 5 for me, so all I'm doing is just doing what I said I was going to do a couple days ago when I got inspired by what I had going on, and I said, you know what, I'm going to push forward and make this happen for the next 50 days. I'm going to come to you guys and I'm going to accomplish a goal that probably won't even mean anything to most of you. And I'll get that 100%. But something that we have to understand is sometimes we have to do things a little different. And people call me different and they look at me different and they approach me differently. because they know I'm on a whole different level and I'm a whole different wavelength, and I'm not really paying attention to the common understanding of, you know, what people have going on. And so, you know, I appreciate everybody, but I don't really expect everybody to appreciate me. So, you know, it's just up to you. If you're like, hey, you know what, I'm going to roll with this cat and see what he's talking about, you can click the link above in the description or not. But right now, I'm talking about my confession probably won't be something that you're expecting. My confession is not going to be, oh, I've got something going on that I shouldn't have going on with somebody. My confession is not going to be something that's going to be on the tabloids. You won't see me on TMZ. You won't see me on CNN. You won't see me on the morning news or the late night news or whatever news you listen to. What's going to happen is we're just going to have a conversation that's actually going to probably impact some, or make some think about a few things, or you might just be like, whatever, this dog, what are you talking about? And that's some of the things that I thrive on, is what people look at me as. And it's not a bad thing. It's actually in a good way. I thrive on how you feel, how you want to make things happen. And I talk about true legacy. If you don't know what true legacy, look up the hashtag TROO legacy. And that's dedicated to my little brother and those that want more. And definitely dedicated to my wild tribe. And so I'm putting some stuff together, but I'm not finding what I need to find, so it's going to like take me a second. So if you just bear with me just for a second, I could appreciate it. Then you'll appreciate when I actually like go in and have the conversation with you. And so you won't have to just be sitting here wasting your time, because I don't like to waste nobody's time at all. I don't like anybody to sit here and try to listen to me and try to be like, hey, you know, we're going to get this thing going, but ain't nothing going. You know, you've had that friend that has done that. And if you chimed in, just say what's up, say hello, give me a thumbs up. Yolanda, I see you. And I'm hoping that you can actually grab something from this conversation, and we can really rock this out. And have a good evening. And I appreciate those that have sacrificed the late evening with me, because I know on the West Coast it's 11 in the evening, and on the East Coast it is 11, 12, 1, 21 in the morning. And if you chime in, that is so dope of you to just chime in and see what your boy's up to. Appreciate you checking in on me. But I definitely appreciate if you check in and then you actually check in by actually saying something back. Give me a what's up or anything like that, because, you know, that's called communication, and that's called being human. So I'm plugging this into my folks right now, so bear with me for a hot sec, because I'm not going to be long. We already been going 8 minutes. Damn it, Damian, it's 8 minutes already. I gotta work in the morning. You know, people say stuff like that to me. Why you gotta go so late? Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do that? I'm like, dog, what are you talking about? We grown. You sitting here giving me all this flack about something. I'm trying to put something together. I'm putting something together that's actually pretty phenomenal. And if you don't see that, then you just don't see that and understand that, and that's cool. But here's what we're gonna have a conversation about. Told you I was going to be, this is going to be a confessional. So I said 5 days ago that I was going to go, and I'm going to make it to 1,000 people, and I'm going to make it to 10,000 people by January 1st. Well, there's been a little hiccup in the matrix of my own internal whatever I put together, and today I did not reach out to 50 people, so you did not get a call today. And so, for me, that's very, very heavy. And I'm going to tell you why it's heavy, because I'm committed to, you know, doing what I said I'm going to do, make it happen, get things moving and rolling, not just be talking about something, but actually be doing something that I said I'm going to do. And so Yeah, I've clicked the link, but I can't add it up. I don't know why he can't add it up, but I got a cat overseas, internationally, trying to link up with me right now, and so he's having a problem connecting. Oh, there we go. We got a little something. Hats all funny, funky style, and all that kind of stuff. Y'all didn't say nothing to me. So, here's the thing. You can look at my hashtags, and my hashtags talk about not giving up. My hashtags talk about going all in. My conversations have everything to do with you going after it, period. Like exactly how you want to do some things. There's a way to do some things, and the only way to do some things is to do those things. Tony Walk, what's going on? Welcome to the conversation. This might not be the conversation that you wanted to have, but I'm here, Damian Love. So welcome. Appreciate you chiming in. Hope you hang in with me for a couple of seconds, because I'm not going to be that long. It's late, and I got some things to do. You got some things to do, and we have just a little bit more time that I'm going to actually share with everybody what's going on. Hey, Tony, I see you. I appreciate you chiming in. I don't like to be like a fishbowl, sitting here having a conversation with myself and my phone, out here in the cold, hanging out, and everybody's like, what are you doing in the garage? This is what I call garage talk. When I was in high school, junior high school, well, actually high school. In high school, this is a spot where me and my brother and my sister used to hang out, and we just let it all go. And we don't, no holds barred. We don't think about the way people are looking at us, or what's going on, or what we're wearing, or who's in the space. It's just let's just have some straight talk. And I'm here for that too, Tony. Just straight talk. This is like a no holds barred. They call it for music, they call it unplugged or whatever. I have no script, I have no dialogue, I have no prompters and all this. People from my past always look at me and they like, man, you're doing this and you've been there and you've been doing this. Damien, what's going on? My boy Damian Pinto's over here. So right now I'm just having a straight talk with everybody. I want you to click the link and join me in my Wild Tribe, because I've been doing some things for a while. And a while is 2 years. I've been sharing with people about this thing called the share economy. And for some reason, when you actually are eloquent about what you talk about, as a brother, I'm going to just say a brother, that's just, my experience, you kind of get looked at a certain way if you're just unfiltered. And it's a sad thing when you work really hard to do some things, but people put all these stipulations on you and regulations, and they want you to be a certain way, and you have to say it a certain way, and you got to do it a certain way, and you got to act a certain way, and you got to talk a certain way, and you got to be a certain way with whomever. That there's this thing called leverage. And I share with people all the time, I want some leverage, because a lot of people in my community don't have a lot of leverage. A lot of people in my space don't have a lot of leverage. And a lot of people that talk to me don't have a lot of leverage, but they act like they have leverage. But the only thing that they're leveraging are the people that are beneath them in their mindset, not the people that are actually beneath them. They just put you down there, and they don't know what you've done. They don't know what you're doing. They don't know where you're going. They don't give you a chance. They don't give you a shot, because I've understood that you have a certain bank account size, or you have driving a certain car, or you're dating a certain person, or you're going a certain direction according to what somebody else understands. It's kind of crazy, because my computer's dying and I need it for something right now. So I'm just sharing with you guys unfiltered. I told you. And yesterday was kind of dry, kind of mundane, and today's not going to be like that, and I might even go a little bit longer, whatever it is. But I like to always be very transparent. You got a word? Give it to me. I want to hear it. I'm listening. I'll jump in if you do a live. Right now I'm about to plug in this computer so my computer doesn't die, so I can have my dialogue on the side. But something that I've been experiencing is people not being real. Something I've been experiencing is, man, it looks funny when I put that up there. It's kind of like the layout. I see it on my computer, but I'm talking to you right here on my phone. This technology thing is pretty dope because you actually can like do multiple tasks at the same time and actually like share with people exactly what you got going on and keep it moving and keep it flowing. I got a word. Yes, you're damn right. I got a word. So something that I've been like experiencing with this thing that I did, this is called the grind the 50, and it means nothing to nobody. It just came up. I just made it up, and it's like I've been grinding. You know, if you see my profile on there, you know, I gotta pray, I gotta grind, I gotta go, I gotta put it in, I gotta not play around with it. And we have been playing with our lives so long, we're just okay with subpar when we should be thinking about extraordinary. I share that with people on a consistent basis. Like, why is ordinary okay? I'm just curious. Like, maybe you guys can tell me. What's up? What's up, dance partner? DP, I see you. I'm just wondering why, if I say I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna commit, and I'm gonna grind, why is it just like, oh, here he goes, or what does he think he's talking about, or that's good that you're praying, and they have this conversation about you that really has nothing to do with your end goal because they only saw the title or the caption, or they only saw the facade, or they only saw the piece, or they only saw the headline, but they don't look at the soul line. And I'm just curious why we don't go a little bit in depth when it comes to certain things. Like as in when somebody, I was talking to somebody, and I end up having this conversation about people that I have conversations with just yesterday. And I was telling my dude, I was like, dog, I'm doing this thing, and I really want you to be a part of it, and I really want you to support me, and I'm trying to get as many people a part of it. And, you know, you try to talk as quickly as you can because everybody's so busy. You know, that conversation that we're having right now, you know, this is the busy century. You know, this is the busy era. Everybody's so busy, but we're all broke. You know, everybody thinks they're going to be a millionaire, but I haven't ran across a lot of millionaires, and you know, like 400,000 is like the cap that people are making, but they're acting like they're Big Willie and they're not really making a lot of money. There's no faith. We only look at what we see. We only look at what we can see, not what God sees. That's a true statement. And I love, and don't take this wrong, I want you to take this. I love when people say it's about God, but when it becomes about God, it's automatically that God has already ordained you to be who you're going to be before you were even born. So then when it comes down to the actions that are necessary for you to receive your blessings, a lot of times people don't really dig in and delve into this God thing. I'm just saying, like, we don't delve into the God thing, and the God thing is actually the way you are doing your things because you're already blessed. Oh man, don't give it facts. I mean, it's just facts. I mean, when it comes down to it, you were blessed before you even opened your mouth. You were blessed before you even turned 12 or whatever age that is, because you know you have the calendar, this spiritual calendar and all that. I'm not just somebody that just like comes on live and just be like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to do something. No, I actually like kind of know what I've done. I know what I do. I've studied. I've researched. I'm eloquent. People have told me. I only say that because people have told me. And when it comes down to it, we're already blessed in advance. But then it's kind of like in school. Take it like this. You start off with an A, and you work really hard to get an F, because you do absolutely nothing when you show up. And as adults, a lot of us are doing this. You have had experiences. You've done some great things. You've been a part of some great connections. You've connected with some great people, and you're not even thinking about, oh, well, you know what? If I just do this right, things will go right. And then we'll always, we don't do on this thing 100% responsibility. We don't really delve into the 100% responsibility thing. Typo. Don't give up. Laugh out loud. Agreeing with you. I know, bro. I was flowing with it. I like to engage because this is like, you know, when you give somebody a hug, you try to go give somebody a hug and they kind of go like this. You're like, what are we doing when we do this live thing? Because sometimes, you know, people don't chime in, and I'm just like, dog. I mean, I'm not in a fishbowl. I'm having a conversation with you. This is like technology. Like, you know, my boy's in Chi-Town right now, and I'm talking to him right now, and I haven't talked to him in a minute, and I'm just like, dog, you have access to things that you're actually not tapping into, and then you're curious why I'm so excited about it. You might rewind that, and you might catch that or not. It's okay. It's cool. Yes, he gave us choice, and that's what holds this process to make a left when there we're to make a right. I like that. I said it wrong, I'm sure. Wow, I got it. You know, people should say I got it when they got it. They should understand. You are understanding, because I read between the lines of the understanding. And so I'm thinking about a lot right now. I'm thinking about, like, I tell people to click the link below above, and I tell them to join what I'm talking about, and they're like, oh, here you go trying to sell me something. No, actually, maybe I'm enrolling you in something. I'm inviting you to something that actually would make a difference for both me and you at the same damn time. But I'm just trying to figure out, if you don't ask me any questions about what I'm actually doing, it's a cultural thing, and I'm not going to say the word, but, you know, it's a cultural thing that we make each other work so hard to actually, like, make things happen. And then because you're doing something and it doesn't necessarily pan out, so you think, oh, well, you know what, I'm not necessarily going to follow them because they didn't follow me. So why should I actually follow you? Because I told you about something 5 years ago, and I said, hey, I'm on this grind and I'm putting it down. Come on, DL. Well, it's not necessarily that I didn't want to, or I couldn't, or I wouldn't, or nothing like that. It just didn't happen. K Boogie, I see you, Wild Tribe. So I've been on this grind for 5 days with this conversation. I've been on this grind for 2 years. I've been pushing, and some of you guys know I've exploited myself. This is a confessional time. I've exploited myself a couple times. I've shared about what I've got going on. I've shared about my family. I've shared about my brother passing away. I've shared. It's almost like the 8 Mile effect. You know, when he goes into the final battle, and all of a sudden, you know, the other dude, I can't remember his name, but he didn't know what to say because he had already said everything. So now there's nothing you can say because you've already put yourself out there. I'm not doing that, but I've already done it. I did it like the past 3 years. My brother passed away 3 years ago, and I think about it on a consistent basis. And the things that I'm doing, what's called True Legacy, and I do selfish plugs all the time because people don't really listen. So it's subliminal and non-subliminal. I just want you to get it for both of us. I was God gave us a chance, and sometimes we have choice, and we make thoughts upon the process of us getting to where we're supposed to be. Yes, there is choice. That's a powerful word right there. Because when it comes down to choice, and I like this conversation, I appreciate you, Tony, right now, because this is day 5, and I tell everybody, ask me questions, and I have no script, so my conversation goes according to who's here, and then somebody that actually catches the replay, or they catch it down the line when I put it on YouTube, or they catch it down the line when somebody says, I was listening to this dude DL, and then he was talking to this girl, Tony, that was doing, I hope that it was a girl, there's a guy and a girl in the profile, so forgive me if you're Tony brother. But definitely when it comes down to it, choice is an amazing thing. Choice does something that a lot of people aren't really ready to, like, take on. Because choice is responsibility. Because you can choose to do great things for your children. You can choose to do great things for your community. You can choose to do great things in your church. You can choose to do good for the people that you care about. And it was dead wrong. So choice is an amazing thing. I appreciate that conversation just came up. I think about it all the time about the choice, and that's like this choice of me doing this thing called Grind the 50. And people are like, what's the Grind the 50? And I was like, I don't know. Grind the 50 is grind the 50. I grind, and the 50 days, I have to like hit this goal. And a mentor told me, you probably don't want to put that out there because you might look bad if you don't make it happen. That's why this is a confessional. Because today I didn't call 50 people. That's one of my goals. Every day I'm going to call 50 people. And I don't care. I really don't care. My thing is, I'm going to hit, this is what it is. Here's the math. 50 people every single day. So 50 people for 50 days, 2,500 people. I'm going to share with them about this thing called the share economy. And it's new. It's new to most people, but it's not new because you're familiarized with like Uber, and you're familiarized with eBay and all these different, ride share. People deliver food to you and they share, and Airbnb and all that. This is a share that we understand, but it's not necessarily the ultimate level of share. Nina, Wild Tribe. You hear me say Wild Tribe, they already clicked the link a long time ago, and they're on the board, and they're on the team, and, there's a whole platform thing and all this kind of stuff. I'm not necessarily interested in what everybody thinks it should look like. And when it comes down to it, I want to do something that is phenomenal. I said that the other day, and it was kind of somber. I said, I want to do something phenomenal. And I watched my video the other day, and I was like, there was no juiciness in that. But does it necessarily have to be juicy? Because as soon as it comes out of your mouth, the words that you speak, it's existence. Because then you have to stand up to it. Because, I had to come back, and I had to think about, oh man, I got to show up every day for 50 days. And I did it in the beginning of the year. Last year I did a whole bunch of videos and all this stuff. And I got some success, but I didn't quite get the success that I wanted to. And then I had people that were saying, hey, I'm on board. And then they bailed out on me. And that's what people do. And that's cool. But it's not cool. Because a lot of times, I like to say culturally, it's not cool. And my folks will understand what I'm talking about. Culturally, it's not cool. Because, there's ways that you can actually make phenomenal things happen today. We're looking at the presidential situation. We're looking at right now in California, we got all the smoke and everything. And, there's conspiracy theories behind that. Then there's factual theories that we don't do our homework on. And then there's, you got to have your stuff together before you actually say, oh, you know what? Enough is enough. And this is what the conversation is about 100% right now. It's like, I'm not just trying to confess. I want you to confess too that you're going to stop being subpar. Stop just being ordinary. I want you to actually go after being extraordinary. I want you to actually look at your life and say, am I living the life that I want to? I get in an argument with a lot of my friends right now because they get frustrated because I talk about being a millionaire. And I said, why can't we talk about being a millionaire? We talk about, this hot chick. We talk about our favorite sports team, and we talk about what's going on in the community that sucks. We talk about all these things. True Rose, be yourself, and we all unique. Glad you are not confined to the mold. No, I'm not confined, Nina. You know that. And it's a frustrating thing. You know what I do. Nina's on Wild Tribe. If you're not on Wild Tribe, Tony, you should be on Wild Tribe. I really believe you would appreciate it. And it's not a sales pitch. I don't have anything to sell. I'm only sharing. And so I'm hoping that you will be enlightened, because the next 45 days, everybody's going to be hearing about this on a consistent basis. You're just going to get this every night. It's going to be different. Yesterday it was just dry. You can go back in my feed and you can look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, she's a little out of it. But I did have some nuggets for you. Absolutely. My dance partner over there. I don't know where are you at right now. I don't know if you're in Australia or if you're in oh shoot, where's that other place? Where are you at right now? All you have to do is click the link up here in the feed, and you got it. And I'll send it to you. You're obviously in my network, or if you're not in my network, I'll click your profile. I'll send you the link, but you got it. And it's confession time, really. Like, that's the only thing that comes to mind right now is confession time. Like, right now, there's Italy. That's what it was. Yeah, she's out in Italy, popping her collar, doing her things. Check my homegirl out there, Stefania. She's doing some incredible things with incredible people. And I rock with some cool people. Like, I really do. Like, my boy came through today, and he wanted to check on me because everybody's like, what's going on, man? I saw you live, and you just seemed like you was kind of like not really doing good. And I was like, dog, you know why I'm not doing good? I'm going to tell you. This is my straight up. Everybody that thinks I'm not doing good because I'm going outside to come in. Confession time, I told you. I'm going outside to come in. Now, going outside means I can't talk to my family. I can't talk to my friends. I can't talk to my colleagues. I can't talk to my community people because everybody thinks I'm a little crazy at what I'm actually pursuing. Because it's their understanding that they want me to get versus understand me. Like, people just don't do that all the time. They don't just understand you. They want you to understand what they understand. You know, I don't have a 9-to-5 right now. You know, I don't have a relationship right now. I don't have any kids right now. But I have me. And so you can't understand me if you don't, like, delve into me. And you should not let people just get away with not dealing with you. Like, they should deal with you on your terms, on where you're at. And I'm not saying be arrogant. You know, some people get a little outrageous with it. You know, I actually really think about the things when I'm, like, saying things to people. I'm like, I'm thinking about that person in the midst of the conversation, but they're not thinking about me in the midst of the conversation. So then it's all about them. And we get lost in that. We get trapped in that. And then so you tell somebody, hey, go join the military, but that person actually wants to be an engineer as a civilian. Personal scenario situation. And I'm like, let that person be them, support them on their, what do you call it? This is my, what is it called? When somebody is, this is their lot. Deal with me on my lot, not your lot. You know what I'm talking about. Deal with me on my lot, not your lot. Like, you know, if you're a 9-to-5er, I'm not a 9-to-5er. So if you know how I get down, this is how I get down. It's kind of like your parent is a certain way and you want them to change. How about realize they're just your parent? Vice versa. Your child is just your child. Don't make them have to be the way you are. Because once you do that, we lose it. Rain Vance, what's going on? Welcome to the conversation. So I'm just like, I'm on a rant a little bit. I guess it'll probably be because every single day I get in a conversation with somebody that tries to tell me the way that things should go without actually paying attention to knowing me. Like knowing where I've been. It's funny, you know, I had some friends saying, man, you just had a pink beard. That's kind of weird. And I was like, oh, you're not that bold. Because I did a pink beard. If you look at my profile, I did a pink beard for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And it wasn't until I told them that I was doing it for Breast Cancer Awareness Month that they actually, like, acknowledged me. You know, and nothing against gays or nothing, but the first thing that people were like, are you trying to tell us something? And I'm like, no, it has nothing to do with nothing. It has to do with everything with Breast Cancer Awareness Month, period. That's what it is. You know, when I was trying to be an athlete, and everybody's like, do you know anybody that's an athlete that, you know, has done as much as you've done? And I was like, nah, but, you know, I want to be an athlete. So I became a professional triple jumper. And, you know, got some, you know, some awards and, you know, got some accolades and all this other kind of stuff. I wasn't, you know, 6 feet tall. But it's about you really caring about you. It's about you really regarding you. It's really about you respecting you. It's about you confessing to you that I want more. And I say that, I guess, I know, has a lot to do with, I've been working on our website, True Legacy. And and dealing with the cat that's going to help me out with putting some stuff together. And True Legacy is dedicated to my brother, so it's hard for me to do this site because I have to go through his pictures and I have to reminisce and think about all the things that we had, goals and aspirations. 2015, he passed away, and I'm trying to like get the heart up. And I hate when I have to talk about my brother sometimes because, you know, it hits me and I think about it and I miss him. And people say, oh, you should be over it. And people say, oh, it's going to take a long time. So it's like you don't really know what direction to go. You just keep going because you're able. And I've been saying that a lot. You're able. You know, I could be disabled. I could have some ailments, but I'm in great health and vibrance and energy. And I can't always just be down. I got to go. I got to push. I got to drive. I have... Here, let me tell you what I have. Right now I have 80... Oh, shoot. Hold on. Something just changed. So I have 8,500 plus people in a network right now that are in the share economy and generating some money, doing some good things. I'm a global exposure is what they call it. And I'm doing some good things, and sometimes the locals... And I've been writing this, some locals, like the people that I know, the families, friends. On my Instagram, I put up, you know, what did I put up on my Instagram? I hate when I forget stuff because it just takes more time. But I'm cool with a quick minute that I'm going to share because I want you guys to like kind of get my conversation and not just think I'm rambling. And hopefully you'll go back. And this is my conversation. This isn't about you 100%. It's more about me because I committed to me. You won't be here every single day, and I'd appreciate it if you were. But I know how it gets. And I always have something to share, touch, move, and inspire people. Definitely want to help people make moves, make money, make a difference. And off the top of my heart and my dome, the other day, yesterday, friends, families, and homies, those who say they love me, why won't you join me on what I'm talking about? I understand you don't do what I do. I understand you don't understand how I roll. I understand. I could name a whole bunch of professionals. I can name a whole bunch of historians. I can name a whole bunch of spiritual leaders. People didn't understand. But if somebody has something, do your homework. They have this word called vetting it out. Check out what's going on. Experience something. Because this thing I'm on is something this dude came from Jersey the other day and he just like got it. You know, this young lady came from the UK and she just got it. This dude from Ghana, he just got it. And then I'm like in my neighborhood and you know here in Sacramento, California, they don't get it, and then I try to get frustrated. But I know it's what Tony said earlier. It's choices. It's all about choices. While sometimes our choices don't necessarily pan out the way we think they do because of our inherited truths. I told you I'm not just some dude. I'm like, I think about this. I'll make you think. Even if it's a small inkling of a thought, I'll make you think. I want you to think. I want you to start delving in. I want you to start confessing to yourself. I want you to go get it. I want to go get it. Like, I have a goal. I want to make $1 million before I die. Why? Because I want to make $1 million before I die. I've already known what it's like to be broke. I've already known to just above average. I've known what it's like to be below average. I've known to have a little bit of a lot. I don't know what it's like to have $1 million. And something like I told a couple of my friends, well, check it out. If you had $1 million, like this is the confession time. If you had $1 million, would you actually give to the charities you said you would give to when you got that $1 million? Would you actually do those things that you said you would do with that $1 million? Would you actually give to yourself the way you said you would give to yourself when you got that $1 million? Like people always say, oh, money's not everything. But, you know, Les Brown said something that I love. If you don't know who Les Brown, you need to go on YouTube and you can check it out. Check him out. very eloquent speaker, very beautiful being. He said, money's not everything, but it's pretty damn close up there with oxygen. And so one of my goals is to be up there close to oxygen in conversation. And I'm just like really curious who wants to roll with me. I mean, that's what this conversation, that's what Grind the 50 is. I'm not selling anything. I don't want anything from you. But I guess I do want something from you. I want you to win. I got a hashtag calls We All Win. I got a hashtag True Legacy, Live into Your True Legacy, dedicated to my brother and those who want more. The DL Grind. You can look up that hashtag. Hashtag the DL Grind. The Damian Love Grind. And I've been saying, with or without you, I'm going to make it happen. And it hurts when I have to go out to go in. I said that a little while ago, so if you missed the conversation, you might need to gravitate, go back to it, because I'm going to close this out pretty quick, because I've already been going let me see. I've been going for 40 minutes. Yeah. See, I've been climbing up to an hour, and I'm not necessarily interested in an hour, but it's my conversation. I'll go back and I'll look and marinate. I'll have an opportunity. If you haven't gone Facebook Live, you should go Facebook Live. If you haven't gone Instagram Live, you should go Instagram Live. If you're not on Wild Tribe, you should click the link in the bio or ask me for the stuff just like Tony did earlier. You should check it out, because there's all these things that we have available to us. These things, and I'm loving what Tony said earlier, and Tony's the number one person, and Stefania jumped in, but choice is an amazing thing, because I'm showing people some things that they're not really, it's not you're not privy to, you're just so jaded, you're just so uppity, and don't get offended by my words, but you know how you are, when you don't tell nobody, you look in the mirror, you say, boy, you a special kind of special. You said that to yourself every now and then, because you've done something, and you just like, yeah, you a special kind of special right there, that boy. I'm not from the country, but I hear country folks, when they say stuff like that, you special. And so, I hope you got something from this conversation. And I got something from you all as well. And I'm thinking about things, and I'll go back and I'll watch this video, and I'll go back through my notes, and I'll push things through, and I'll have conversations with some more people. I did not do what I said I was going to do, so I'm still going to hit 2,500. So hang in here with me, I think you can follow my feeds. If you can't, get on Wild Tribe, and you don't have to follow. You'll be in my tribe, and you have everything that I got. And I'm giving all of my services away for free. And if you don't know who I am, then you'll figure out when you get there. You'll be like, well, that conversation was cool, but damn. Because I go all in. I don't care. I don't care about limitations. When I started this, I said, go. Be resilient. I told myself. I wasn't waiting for I haven't had anybody tell me to be resilient. I think speaking about choice is a great topic. Yes, it is. I don't have anybody that tells me, this thing that you're doing, D, you got something here, dude. I don't have anybody telling me, you know what? Do not stop whatever. No, I have had somebody tell me that. But from the space, it becomes personal. Because I'm looking for something, I'm searching for something, I'm driving for something. When it comes to when I put my hands to something, and I've told people this, there's only a few people that I've told, and if you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But if I put my hands to something, I want it to work, and it has to work. No denying, because I put so much heart into it. I put so much prayer into it, meditation. I don't do anything until I've actually really, really delve in. And I'm not going to do nothing that's like out of integrity to myself. And I'm not trying to be a person that's out of integrity with people. My personal, I got craziness in me. I'm from the hood, but I'm also from the good. One of my mentors, he wrote the book From Hood to Good. And, I understand that because, you can be from where you're from, but only you can choose to be where you're going to be at. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all spending time with me. I appreciate y'all checking out my conversation. The conversation will be back tomorrow. I have no time schedule or nothing. It might be in the morning, it might be in the afternoon, it might be whenever it hits me, it might be late at night like this, but whenever it is, if not, you can catch the recording if you ask for it to request it. So be blessed. Tony said, have choice. And then Stefania jumped in and she said, choice is a great conversation. Now y'all got something for me to meditate on, pray about, because choice is invaluable. And right now, in this day and age, there's so much. I can do all this political thing, spiritual thing, government thing, community thing, all these things. But I'm coming from like exactly where I'm at, and sometimes I'm not where everybody's at, but I'm actually where a lot of people want to go. And pretty soon, I said this the other day, close out with this thought. When you head to the top, it gets really thin. The air gets thin. And people don't really last because the oxygen gets thinner. At the higher elevation you go, some people have asthma. You're welcome. You're welcome, DP. I appreciate you. As you go higher, people, their lung capacity doesn't work anymore. When you get stronger, certain people can't lift that type of weight. When you get to a certain level, people can't elevate to that level. And when you live more into your blessings, a lot of people fall off, unfortunately. But by choice, you can take a couple people with you. And then by choice, you can take a couple more people with you. And then this thing that I'm talking about, this Wild Tribe thing, last year, somebody reminded me I had 1,000 people in this network. Today, I have like 8,600 people, 8,500 people in the network. And it's not anything on the efforts of my own, because I didn't want to do that. Like, people like, I'm going to do it, I'm going to go. But I can't say I could have done it without, my boy Sam that jumped on board, and then my homegirl Ronita that jumped on board, and my cousin Terrell jumped on board, and my sister Tracy jumped on board, and my boy, there's so many. There's actually so many. My boy Dino, he jumped on board. The list goes on. When you have this many people, this is why it's called Wild Tribe. It's a tribe. We all have our own things. I can give you their backgrounds. There's some incredible people. My homegirl Nina, if it wasn't for her, we were doing some gaming stuff together, and she's into other things, and she got on board, and it was like some phenomenal things. I have my new homegirl Reba jumping on board. There's some amazing things. My new found Dominican Republican team, it's kind of crazy, but it's crazy. My new UK team is kind of crazy. But everybody doesn't get that it takes more than just you. We're blessed here with others for a reason, or we'd be by ourselves. And my confession is, do you. I don't even know if that's a confession. It might be, but it doesn't really matter. You got it. If you got it, you'll just get it. And you'll start making these moves. So I need everybody to click that link if you haven't clicked that link. I need you on the Wild Tribe. I got to get to 2,500 people that I got to talk to. So I got to not talk to you all day and night, every single night. It's going to be on short term. And I need some support. I need some people to help me get to this goal. I need to hit 50 people a day all the way up till January 1st. I need to get 1,000 people personally in my network all before January 1st. In my full network, I have 8,500 plus. I need 10,000 in my network. It's possible. And then what is the end goal to that? Holla at me and we'll talk about it. Because I'm not giving it all to you right now, because then you just walk away and not even think about me. I need you to be in my space so we can make this stuff happen. I appreciate everybody that chimed in. I appreciate everybody that, you know, didn't chime in. And I appreciate everybody on the replay right now. Comment, like. If you think this can make a difference for somebody, share, break it up, you know, snatch the video, take out a segment, give it to somebody that needs to hear something like this. I'll be here tomorrow sometime. Follow my feed. If you're not able to follow my feed, get in my Wild Tribe, and then you can follow my feed because I share it just like I did in the beginning. I'll share it. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Let's rock and roll. The DL Grind. This is Grind the 50. Catch me on Facebook, catch me on Instagram, catch me on Twitter. Just catch me. Catch you. How about that? Because in 2019, you guys are going to start making resolutions. 2019 has already started for me. And I'm looking for some people that actually want to take it to the next level, want more, strive, dedicate, commit, don't play around with it. Really, really, really go after it. Like nobody's business, like you're about to die tomorrow. That's what I want. And don't die. Because before I die, I want to make $1 million. And I don't want to die the day after I make the $1 million. I need it to go another 10, 20, 40 years later. I don't need to die. I need to appreciate it. And then I need to be able to help others appreciate it. And then I want to help some other people make $1 million. I got a friend that talks about her millionaire friends. So I'm curious if that's going to be you. All right, y'all. Good night. Love y'all.